Hello, ma. Which of the selection should we select on the Wireshark? We have many options here.
I said, this is what I wanted to hear. I want to at least see somebody who has the app following up and asking questions. Please, I want everybody to unmute so that we can make it an interactive class. If you have downloaded your Wireshark, please, we are capturing, you can see, let me just open mine, sorry.
We are not seeing your screen now, but our own, we will see our local area connection, area numbering something, Wi-Fi.
Let me open it first so that you see, sorry.
It's still capturing some things.
Okay. Your own is capturing, right?
Yeah, it says Wi-Fi adapter for look back traffic capture is moving.
Moment. I have so many open pages on my phone. Okay. Okay, now let me share my screen. That's the window here. I think this is what you have. Can you see my screen now? Hello?
Yes.
Please confirm if you can see my screen. Please don't make this difficult. Unmute. Everybody should unmute and be interactive, please.
Yes, we are seeing your screen.
Okay. Now,
looking
at you can from the beginning part, you see welcome to Wireshark, and then you see open. Open means that I have some captured packets already saved. Now you can save this as a pickup ng file. You can save it as a .csv file. .csv means that you can actually use it for machine learning, where it will have the head and all the columns and all that of any field, so that you can actually apply machine learning to it. Now below that you can now see capture. What can I capture? It's showing you the oh, hello, hold on please. Now you can capture adapter from local area network. You can capture a lot of things. And if you just place your cursor on, let's say, Wi-Fi or any of those, you can now see the address, the IP addresses of what it's about to capture from, or the system is about to capture from. Let's say I place it on Wi-Fi, you see the IP address of the system. You see on LAN, you see the same, you see IP addresses. I don't have any LAN running now, and so on. Okay. So let's say I'm capturing from the Wi-Fi. I double click on that, and it starts to work. Okay. When you're done, let's say sometimes I may capture for 1 hour, sometimes for 30 minutes, because I just want to look at, analyze the packets passing through my system. Now, when you talk about big data, this is where you have big data, because if you capture for about 1 hour, please. If you capture for quite some time, you will see the massive data you have captured, how much it will be. Unlike, I was telling a class about normal data analysis, and then the difference between data analysis and big data. Now, on normal data analysis, I can just do a survey, ask you a question, and then you reply with either open-ended responses or closed-ended responses. And then I'm able to, let's say, I administer a questionnaire on 1,000 persons. And then they give me feedback. You see how long it will even take me to analyze that. Now, when you talk about big data, this is streaming data. It could be video. Like if you look at my my browser right now, I have up to like maybe 20 or even more URLs open. You understand? On different tabs. Some are journals, some are videos, some just different things. And then packets may be streaming in to my system from all these points. Let's say I close all these um, open windows and just open google.com, you still see the IP address from that and packets and TCP, UDP, transport layer security, all those ones, different protocols flowing into my system, and that is kind of packet the Wireshark is helping me capture. Now, let's say you're done capturing, you just want to capture for quite some time, let's say 1 hour, 2 hours, or even 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and we've been capturing now. The best, I want to stop. I don't know if you can see my screen, the movement of the
Yes.
packet. Uh-huh.
Yes.
So now, if I want to stop, you see the red button there, top
Yes.
left. Uh-huh. So just click on that red button once.
Stop. Stop capturing.
Stop. Yes. Then go to File and save it. Go to File, Save As.
Sorry, come again now.
I said click
But
on the
loading
red
is
button to stop. Once you click on the red button once, it will say it will stop capturing. Now you go to File and then go to Save As. Depending
Then
on
saving with what name?
I don't know. For now, just you can use um whatever. Just first capture or network packet one. No space. You know how you save now. No space. Network packet one, network packet two, whatever it is. Just use it. We are using this for training. So let me call mine the same name as you're calling yours, so we know it's the same class. Network. You know, it's the windows. It's not all the windows. I don't know if you're seeing my saving window. Most times it might not even show. So I'm going to save this. If you get to the once you say save as, you see file name. Can you see file name?
Yes.
Then save as. Now under the save as, you see so many file types that you can save as. You can see Wireshark TCP dump. That's a pickup. You scroll down, you see Microsoft Nets. When you just go down, you can see different file formats that you can use to save. Okay. So now I'm just going to save it as network capture one. I don't know if I have that already. So let me use capture 5. Okay. So it's saving it for me now under save as. The file type is giving me Wireshark pcap ng. Okay, uncompressed. You can make it a compressed zip file, you can make it uncompressed. I'm using uncompressed. Okay, so I'm now saying save. So right now, if you look at the top of the window, you see that same name you used to save. I don't know if yours is showing that.
Yes.
Okay. So with that, let's look at one or two things on this. The first thing I want to look at is file. Let's just go through the menu bar. Okay. If under file, you can open an old, like, let's say after today, you close this window and you're done. Then next time you open the app, and then you will no longer, this, what you just saved today, you will now be under open. I hope you understand. Like opening
Okay.
an old file, yes. So if let me say I'm trying to, let me go to open. I have a previous file I see it's called
Network.
no, that's for today. Okay.
That's the finding. Okay, your old work.
Yeah, I'm trying to use a previous one, MSC class one. I just try to open that. This one is still on, but let me just use how you can open an old file now.
Mm-hmm.
It will take some time to load. So under it now, it has loaded an old file. So let's say after today, This, what you just saved today, will become an old file. You can just go to open and then search through it and then get the name. If you, let's say you've forgotten what you need to save it, you can just do dots pcap. If you put dot pcap, all the pcap files should show. Or you open the normal app and you see a list of all the old things, all the old files you saved, and you double click on any of them, it simply open it. Now let's say I want to, this is the file you saved today and you want to work on it. Now go to file, just go through what you can do. You can import from Hexadom, you can export, go down again, you can stripe the headers. You know, well, I think we need to look at packet headers and all that. So, but let's just go through the details for today. Now, the important part is the edit. If you go to edit, you can see find next. The find next is actually very important because it helps you. Let's say I click on find next. It helps you to find certain any packets you're looking for. Okay, that's for that. Then go down again. You see where we have packet comments, time sheets, eject TLS. That's what, who can tell me what TLS is? Transport layer security. Transport layer security. Now you can look at the next one. It says configuration profiles. Let's click on it. Under configuration profiles, you're seeing default, Bluetooth, classic, no reassemble. Now, the last one that is very important now is the preferences. Click on the preferences. You can see appearance. Under appearance, look at the columns. Are you seeing my window? I hope you're working with your own. Can you see all the
We are
windows?
seeing your own. We are not started working on our own.
Okay, thank God, because sometimes as you navigate, some windows might not show. Okay, so if you're seeing mine, it's fine. No, so under appearance, you're looking at the columns. Now, these columns mean, if you look at the capture, the saved capture, the first line is NO, that's like number, right? This under the columns is telling you what the meaning of each column title that you have there. The time, that means time of capture, the source address, the destination address, the type of protocol captured, the length of the packet, and the information that the packet holds. Okay. So now after that, another very important one here that we want to look at is the fonts and colors. Now under fonts and colors, actually you can edit this part anyway. So, but the details here is that the black is used to represent like the black background and the white foreground. So you see the two colors here. We have on the left we have white, on the right we have black. Before you now see sample marked packet text. Sample marked packet text. So that means the foreground right up is on white, is written in white, while the background color is black. You can edit all this. If you want to edit anyone, just click on it and then the color palette to show, and then you can change it if you want. This, you will know how important these are later actually. Now go down, you see capture packet in promiscuous mode. After we'll talk about what, when we get into the discussion proper, we'll talk about what a promiscuous mode is. Then the pcap ng format. This is what we saved as, remember. So this, and that's why it's highlighted, that's why it's ticked. Okay. And so on. Now you can look at the protocols. You can look at statistics. All these are also available on the menu bar. Okay. Now let's go to view. On the view menu, you see what we have here: the packet list, the back packet details, the packet bytes, the time display format, and all that. Now we have what we call here the coloring rules. Let me open that. These coloring rules, you need to understudy it, and I'm going to give you guys the assignment of reading it. All the color. You can change your coloring rules, But by default, this is what Wireshark has given to you. Now it's telling you that the first one says for batch TCP requests, anyone, any capture, any filter, any packet that your system captured, and you notice that it is a TCP capture, but the background is black. Let's click on this first one. I've just clicked on it. If you look down, you see foreground color to be, let's say, peach, background color to be what? Black. I don't know, is this visible to you?
Yes.
Okay. Now, looking at it, we see that any TCP request that our system captured, and we notice that the background is black, and the write up on top of it is this peach color, then we should know it is a bad request. You understand? So look at it, bad TCP. Look, that it gives you the color coding for that in this format. Then click the next one. It will also give you its own color coding. If you want to know where it is in, when it is in this particular state, the background should be this. And then when it is OSPF message means open system path first. It has to do with your switches when you're sending messages out. Okay, so all these are the information that you can see for spanning tree and all that. You IP destination, the version IP version 6, version 4, and so on. So, but what I want us to do today is the TCP, bad TCP requests. We'll be looking at that basically.
Then, when will you say, okay, it is a good capture?
Yeah, this one has told you what a bad one is. That there you will see so many other ones that are not in this color. Those ones are free.
It doesn't have a that is a color that will say, okay, this is a good capture. Or
down now.
Because
TCP. Have you seen TCP?
Yes.
Have you seen UDP? Under the TCP, there's UDP.
Yes.
Okay.
UDP.
Yes, TCP, UDP, these ones are free. When they're in this format, background is this light blue and foreground is black. That means it is a good one.
So when the foreground is black is when it's a good one.
Foreground black, yes. I just clicked on this TCP now. The one down, I clicked on it. You're now seeing foreground color to be what? Black. Background color to be this. Is this peach? This is not peach. This is like ash or something. But looking at where the TCP is like blue. So, but it's giving you the color code for this one now. That the background color, whenever the background color is this light blue, sky blue. Yes, let's call it sky blue. And the foreground color is black. It is a free one. It is good. It has no issues. When the UDP, I click on UDP now. When the UDP is also this shade of blue and the foreground color is black, it is okay. It has no issues. Do you understand? You know the app request, the app, the ICMP, all whatever you see here, just click on it and know the color codes.
Try add that app. Let's see whether it will also show like the TCP and the app now.
Yes,
that one.
Type on the app. If you change like the light yellow and the
foreground
black. That's what this area does, and it's very important. So what it gives you a guide. You don't have to check everything. I want to check my packet or the packet that I captured, and you're checking every TCP. No, because your packets might be having up to like 10,000 TCP captured. Do you understand? So what you need to do is you need to be informed on how do I identify the ones that are suspicious, so that I will just go directly to them and then assess them, analyze them. Okay. So with this information now you're equipped. Now you're going back to your captured packets. Just go through them and see if there's any such thing like that bad TCP identified here. So permit me to close this window now and run through. So, let me just run through this. Sorry. I'm running through, okay. You know what I'm looking for? Black background, or you can pitch right up and be whatever. And then, but let it be a TCP capture. So that's the one that was marked. And then I think I've seen one. I don't know if you can see the one showing on my screen.
Yeah, the for TCP.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Now, are you seeing any TCP starting from starting from beginning? I'm seeing normal TCP, up to the third one, then TLS version 1.3, TLS version 1.3, another TCP, no issues, another one, then a black one.
Yes.
I don't know if so then after the black one, other good ones also coming and so on. So I want us to double click on this black one and then you see what opens up. Can you see the new window that opened up?
By the we have not double clicked now.
I did.
Okay.
Is
it here is showing this transmission control protocol? Because nothing changed though.
Wait.
Or is this?
Are you seeing frame, Ethernet, internet protocol, transmission control protocol? Are you seeing
Yes,
that?
we are seeing it. We are seeing it.
Okay, let me close it and come back. Now, are you seeing the black TCP?
Yes.
You are seeing the black TCP?
Yes.
Okay, I want to double click it again and see. I want you to tell me if a new window pops up. Okay. Did a new window pop up?
From where?
It is not. Okay, that's the fear.
For my own, it popped up.
It popped up. You're practicing it on your own, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That's the practical. That's what I wanted. So that's
my
why
own, a new window popped up.
Yes. Once you click, you have a black TCP, you double click on it. A new window pops up, and the title of the window says Wireshark packet. So and that particular packet number is the particular number of that TCP that is tagged bad TCP. You understand?
The one with double clicked.
Yes, that's the number you're seeing on top. Wireshark packet number 48,900. That's what my own is showing. It might be different in your own depending on the system capturing of packets that your own do. Okay, so then it's also showing the file name. Now, if I expand the first one, which is frame 48,000, blah blah blah, that's the frame of the packet number. I'll just click on the arrow towards it. I don't know. You know, that is good. Wireshark does not, the windows as you open them on, it's not everything that's, not all the windows will be visible again. So it's better as I'm practicing, you open your own system and you follow along.
I'm showing section number 1, interface ID, encapsulation type, all those things. Arrival time, UTC.
Arrival time. Sorry?
I said, as you were doing the other one, you have told us to click on.
Please come again, I didn't get.
I said, please. And we would not bring out one of that and follow up.
Can you type? I didn't get it. You can type in chat. But your volume is, I don't know, it wasn't clear. Okay, but if you can see all this, right? Just keep going down. Let's scroll down. Okay, let's scroll down now.
So transmission control protocol.
Yes, you are seeing Ethernet. I want to click on the Ethernet. Under Ethernet, I'll still scroll down because there are 4 items. Let me close them up again, please. Let's close up again. The 4 items here are what? On some systems, you may have 5 because there should be a 5th one called data. But here I'm having 4 now. I have frame, Ethernet, Internet Protocol version 4, and then I have what? Transmission Control Protocol. So each of them you expand so that you can view. Like if you expand the frame, you can see the interface ID is 0, encapsulation type is Ethernet, arrival time May 18th. I just captured that today, and so on. So if you scroll down, I want to open the second component, which is the Ethernet. If I open, I can see the destination. So now, with this kind of information, I want to know who sent me that packet. Which IP address did I receive it from? I can now flag that IP address and say, please don't ever receive any any request, or don't service any request from so and so IP address. You understand? But for today, I want to let's practice with looking at the Ethernet, looking at the TCP, go down. Internet protocol. I have the internet protocol. I have the source of the internet protocol. I have the destination address of the internet protocol, and so on. I still have that of the TCP here. Scroll down. This is very important now. Under that of the TCP,
Doc,
yes, please.
I just tried what you said now. I saw my own. There are 2 that are black. I click the first one. So the frame,
Yeah.
the internet
Yeah.
and transmission.
So now you are on the same page with every other.
So where do we go now?
Okay. Now I'm on transmission control protocol.
Okay, transmission control protocol.
Yes, that 4th one.
Yes, do I need to click it?
Yes, click it to expand.
Double click or just one?
Click once. You know there's an arrow leading to it. So just click that arrow to expand the content.
Okay.
Now if you look at the
Yes,
one
source
called,
port.
you see the source port, you see the destination port. Yes. Now look at the acknowledgement.
Index.
No, look at the acknowledgement there. I'll go down. Yes. See this
Let me go
acknowledgement.
down. Okay, I've seen acknowledgement.
Yes.
Number 1, acknowledgement number raw.
Yes.
95319027
I want to look at the flags. Let me know if any of this, acknowledgement has to do with you made the request, and then the app accepts that request. So the number is shown. Okay. Now, for you, it's showing number 1. Go to flags and see if there's acknowledgement number 1 on your own, under your flag. Expand the flag. You know how to expand now. Just click on that arrow leading to it once.
Yes. Flag.
Yes.
Under
your flag, do you have acknowledgement?
Let me check. Yes, there is acknowledgement 1. Acknowledgement set. Is that?
So that acknowledgement, yes, that's it. That acknowledgement that you received, that you sent or whatever, is flagged here. Flag means that we are not too sure of you. That kind of thing. It's flagged. So this is part of the things you can do. Noting the acknowledgements, whether they are flagged, and knowing, analyzing the source, the destination of the batch TCPs. And there's so much you can do here, but today I'm just limiting us to how to take note of the TCP requests or that has come in, and how to know the good and the bad, and how to take deeper look at the ones that are flagged as bad. Okay, so but let's close this window. There are a lot of other things we want good for. Let me close this. Okay. Now, please, I want you to go to this one called Go. Click on after view. The next thing I have there is what? I don't know if you have it
Go.
on your own.
It's go. Go to packets. Next
Yes.
packet.
Go to next packet. Click on next packet. Are you there?
Yes.
Now, just type TCP. You can type anything Python, right? But let's start with, we'll type other things also. Let's start with TCP. Just type, you see that once you say go to next packet, it will be blinking on the address bar there. I don't know if your own is blinking there.
So you said we should
Yes,
click
it's
and we
blinking.
clicked.
It's blinking there. Go
Yes.
from go, right?
I think you said next packet we should click.
Yes,
Yes.
click on next. Once you click
I
on
click.
next,
Uh-huh.
it's blinking on the address bar.
Blinking.
Yes, go ahead.
Is there. So I want you to just type there TCP and hit enter. What this does,
Caps.
You
sorry,
said TCP.
and hit
On
enter.
caps.
Yes. No, no, no,
TCP.
Is it
no,
on
no,
cap? Okay.
no, not on caps. Not on caps.
Dot top.
I
Okay,
said
go
not on
ahead.
caps. Once you do that
We type TCP and what?
and hit enter key,
And
once you do
enter.
that, it will filter out. This is called filtering. Either in the course of capturing or after you have captured, you want to look at only the captured TCP packets, or you want to look at only the captured UDP packets, or you want to look at a particular IP address from a particular system. Just trying to understand what this person they even sent to me. Who is this the owner of this IP address and what kind of request is he sending? You can just type in an IP address and then filter the packets that came in from that particular IP address. Right now that we typed in TCP and hit enter, you can type in, let's say you want to see the web addresses that has passed through your system. You can type in HTTP. You can, I don't even, you can just use this particular filtering pattern to examine any group of packets that your system captured. For now, it was TCP we typed in and hit enter. So for now, you will no longer see other versions. You just see TCP related captures. Do you understand? So even if you
Okay.
scroll from beginning to end, it is only TCP related captures. So you can just, let's clean this and type UDP.
And type what?
And UDP.
UDP.
Enter.
Yes.
UDP.
And
Okay.
Enter.
enter.
Okay.
Now you see that what came out, you have your DNS and so on. These are UDP related capture only is what will show here. Okay. So in this format, you just keep examining each packet, and then you can also check on a particular, let's say I want to check on IP address. Let me see.
Doc,
source.
sorry, ma. UDP is a protocol, ma, please.
Yes.
Have you?
Yes. What is it for? What is the full meaning? TCP is also a protocol, right? So what's the difference between TCP and UDP? Who can tell me?
UDP is a user datagram protocol.
Yes.
Why I'm asking this question is when we typed UDP, now one of my IP showed a different protocol saying SSDP. Like now, some of your own I'm seeing here, I'm seeing QUIC.
Yeah. Yes. Now that's
Are they under okay?
Yeah,
Are
that's
they
what
under UDP protocol?
yes. That's what I asked
Okay.
you what is UDP and what is TCP. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
It's different between UDP and TCP.
mainly user datagram protocol. They're mainly used for playing games, gaming, domain name systems.
Domain name. Okay.
They're mainly communication protocols.
Communication. That's what I wanted. Communication
Okay.
protocol. What's TCP? Is it not? What's TCP?
This is transmission control protocol.
Fine. So what's the difference between two? There's a big difference. I'm not. You know, who can tell me the difference? Let's look at it first. Who can help? Hmm?
You said the difference between
TCP and UDP.
both of them are all protocols, but okay. Let me give it a shot.
There's no much. You know, if when we talk about the network now, one is connection oriented and one is
Okay.
connectless. So, but like UDP now, we don't see it as reliable. Do you understand?
Okay. Okay.
Most reliable connection oriented uh, networks will look for handshake
Okay.
statements. You understand?
So we are saying, sorry, ma. So we're saying TCP is reliable, while UDP is not unreliable connection.
Exactly.
Eh?
Yes. It's not even connection oriented. We call it is connectionless, unreliable.
Yes, UDP is connectionless.
Yes, but it has speed.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
It has speed. But the problem is that it is what you can't really use it for. It's not reliable as far.
Okay.
That will always demand a handshake, acknowledgement, this, that, packets should arrive in certain order. Packet one, even if it's not complete, will wait. You know, that kind of thing. So this one we say we call it connectionless
Connection.
and unreliable.
Okay.
But the only thing that it offers was speed.
Okay. No wonder they use it mainly for streaming, online game streaming, and all those things. Okay.
Speed. That's the thing. So there are a lot of other things we can look at. Why do we say it is unreliable?
Because of the speed. The speed.
No, because it doesn't require handshake.
That can be the major reason. We'll say one, let's say if you're talking about UDP now, once you send packets, the packet, whether it will not even establish a connection. That's why we say a connectionless. Whether the packets go, you know, go, your own be say you don't send packets. You understand?
It doesn't do authentication of destination.
So, but this one will.
Emma, please come again. What did you say? Sorry, I didn't hear you well.
I said when you're using UDP, right?
Yes.
And you send packet, it goes on without establishing a connection.
Okay.
Unlike TCP that will first, before you even send the packet, it will make sure that I have connected to the person I'm sending my packet before it's now sending the packet. This one, consignment, it will just can send the packet without first establishing what connection. But if the aim is just to send the packet, no wahala, because the packets it moves faster, because the time it takes you
to speed is faster.
Yes, the time it takes you to first establish connection, and then before you now start sending, this one will say acknowledge, this one will say sync, this one, that kind of like synchronize, acknowledge it, and then send the packet. This one will get that time.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so now we can also check and filter from a certain Like I'm seeing one particular IP address here. The source is called 52. I'm looking at my own system. 52.98.16.242. So I want to actually filter. Um, I want to filter the packets from that particular IP address. So I'll just clean up what I have written here and then write IP.addr is equal to, look at my equal to, please. I'm using equal 2 times. So, and then I can now write the IP address. I'm looking at 52.98.16.242, and then I hit enter. Okay, what? So this is just like filtering requests and from a particular IP address. Okay. So now let's say that this IP address, I found it as one of the ones that sent me a back request, and then I just typed to know where it's coming from, and then it happened that it is the one sending all the back requests.
Do we press enter after typing?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, just IP.add as that's IP address. So IP.address equal to, you now pick any of the ones you're looking at on your screen already, just use that text and just hit enter. Then you can now see the kind of requests coming in from that particular, the kind of protocols it has been sending to you and all that. And if amongst it a suspicious one is there, you can now on your own block it. That's for next time. I'll show you how to block any IP address you don't want. So for now we call it a night. Practice, practice, practice. Let me recount what we've learned.
Like my own showed red and black flags.
What did you type? Which address you?
192.168.0.179. That's what I typed, and it showed me red.
Yes.
And it showed some black.
And the black is on TCP, right?
The black is on TCP, yes.
That means that IP address, if you check it's not your system, that means that IP address sends you back to TCP. Mommy! You understand?
So how do I stop it?
That's for next class. See you.
Okay.
Now,
okay.
We'll take a small. The next one,
okay.
We're going to be looking at how to stop them. We're going to also do analysis. But before we get to that, I want you to look at other windows. Today, I just wanted to go through the windows that we have here. I have after the go, we just looked at go now. We have
capture, analyze.
So let's say we just stopped it. We started capturing from. If you want to capture again, options are there, start is there, stop is there, capture filters and all that. Refresh the interface. Then under analyze, see, look at the menu. You can display the filters that you have used all through. Let's say now so far we've used TCP as a filter. This filter we are using them on saved capturing, on saved packets. We can also use them on live packets. What I mean by live packets, while the capturing is going on, you may not want like this one in 10 minutes. Your system will just capture up to like 40 something thousand. See the one I did, it wasn't up to how long. I had 40 something thousand, 70,000, and this is what intensive data. You understand? But you may not want, if you're not using all of them, why capture all of them? I don't even understand. So you can, while you start the capturing process, you filter what it should capture for you. You indicate, please do, I don't want everything, just capture so and so protocols for me. So it will go to all these 70,000, 100,000 and all. Now your stage carries. So it will simply capture specific packets of protocols. So that's what we do here. Then display based on filters. That's we've been doing that already by just typing in on the go. The same thing. Now apply filter. That's what I meant. Like you can apply a filter means being selective about the protocols that flow. That's all.
Okay.
Then statistics is for basically for analysis. Look down, you can see IP version 4, IP version 6 statistics on this. You can run that. You can see UDP, multicast streams. You can see TCP stream graph. We also actually have graphs. You see the HTTP. I like to do this one, but it takes a lot of time. What this one does, very interesting, is it will show you only the TCP packets that you captured. And TCP packets are usually like web browsers, Abby, like web addresses.
Yes.
Then you can look at the TCP packet, not TCP, sorry, the HTTP packets that you have captured. And then as you look at them, you can now get their hash values. Those hash values will enable you know whether the source, that particular web browser URL is corrupt or whether it has malware or that kind of thing. You use the HTTP packet to check that. Maybe that's what we'll do next class. Next class we'll capture
Just one question though, please. Apart from LAN, are people still using IP version 4?
Yes.
You know, because of these limitations of network address translation.
I know. When I say yes, most systems, you like in this ones now, when we opened where was it going to be? So let me explain to you. Edit. Okay, no, not edit. When you opened the black bad request, the black TCP request, you know we opened that, and we had 4 entries there, right? You see the kind of versions, the IP. It's been extended, but the reason is that while it's on your system, the version 6 is also on your system. Do you understand? So I want you to do it again. Go back to that bad TCP request. Go to your let's focus on it. Let me start there. So you see that even your system still have those IP version 4 and it also has version 6. But during our analysis, when we get to the analysis part, you see how you set your protocols. You see how you analyze the version 6 and you set the number for it. Okay. So go back to now let me scroll and look for the part. Sorry, I need to remove this filter. Okay. 1 minute. Let it refresh for me. I would want to open it again and then let's look at the protocols, the IP versions that are working on it. Okay. Now, let me scroll down to get the bad pictures. even without looking for the bad ones, let's just open one, double click, and then go
Okay.
through the content. Under the frame, scroll down. I'm looking for Ethernet. Now, have you seen the Ethernet?
Yes, Ethernet 2.
Okay. Destination, source, the type is what?
The type, okay, IP version 4. Okay.
Now, apart from that, the Internet Protocol version what?
4.
You understand my point?
Yes.
There is extensions to it, not just the free upgrades, not just the old limitation that we had. Now, also go to features on the Ethernet that you see that. Then under the Ethernet, you also see the Internet Protocol version. It's also given you as IP version. So now, if I look at it, the Ethernet, if you open the Ethernet, it gives you IP version 4. The Internet Protocol also is giving me version what? 4.
4.
Then, so, but during our, yeah, go ahead. You see here the
I don't know. Maybe I know. Maybe I will come. You will have to teach me this because this Internet Protocol version 4, is limitation because of network address translation. Because it doesn't have that. It doesn't have that. Yes, it's not that extensive to accommodate more IP addresses, and I don't know how they are now doing it now to accommodate more.
Maybe
That's
no,
okay.
no, during our, not even whether you come or not, during our analysis, I will show you.
Okay.
Yes, during our analysis now, you see where you set your system to version 6 or version 4. You choose.
Okay. Thank you. No problem. I hope we are meeting tomorrow. Make the one we will learn no come out to.
Tomorrow is Monday. See, I'm doing the consideration. If we can manage on weekends, at least every weekend, we're sure because that would help.
Okay.
Every weekend to be online or we should come individually?
Online.
Online is so better.
Online is good.
Hello, ma.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Now, can you hear me?
I said the every weekend is it online or we come individually. Yes, I can hear you now, ma.
Okay, I said it's online.
Okay, ma.
But see, we have when I don't know when you be free. Whenever you stop by, you can pick your book because the Wireshark you have it in a book, even though the book is with other things also with other applications and all that. But whenever you come around, pick your own so that you study the Wireshark part of it.
I'm coming tomorrow.
So when you come, you just come with your own so that you read it before the next class. So have a lot, and then the analysis parts. Then also look at this telephony and wireless. Now, if I click on the telephony, you see the voice over internet protocols, you see the GSM. So that means you can actually use the same app to monitor the voice communications passing through your network. Are we together on that?
I don't understand. Come here.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm looking at the telephony part now. After analyze statistics, telephony, I'm looking at the voice VoIP, that's voice over internet protocol, the calls. You can use this same app to monitor the voice packets, whatever the voice that packets here that are passing through your network. The GSM also interfaces that are passing through your network. You can look at that. Then you look at the last one here, the wireless. You can also monitor the wireless LAN. You can monitor the Bluetooth communications also that are passing through your network. So it is actually the firewall has rules which you can actually um, apply. That's some of the tools that the Wireshark has. So anyone you feel this is not working well, you can bring in your firewalls to it to help block it. MAC address blocks. You can block MAC address. You can bring in you know what key logs are? That's for
footprints.
yeah.
Yes,
You know, and manage all that. So for now, we just went through the menu, and by God's grace, we'll take our time to go through the how they are used to manage our network security. The much we can, we will do. It's not everything here that I can handle, but at least the most we can handle, I'll do that. Thank
So, sorry,
Thank
man. Sorry, man. Why we are wait for your own over the weekend? Of our Indian people now, let's be doing most of the second semester courses within the week. It's very helpful, man, so that we can accumulate everything at the same time.
You want them to start their second semester?
No need to waste time, oh.
Sorry?
What would they do? Let's start doing it now. So,
No, see, no. I beg you, no, figure out no, the school has rules now. It has to be after the exams. You understand? So
okay.
exams coming up.
I'll talk with them tomorrow by God's grace.
Ma, when is the
Okay.
exam coming up?
Hopefully in June. I think ending of June was what school announced. So hopefully in June. But
Okay, no problem.
I don't know. I hope everyone have paid for their materials so because I will communicate with them tomorrow and then I'll be able to release what they have given me. So
Okay.
some
We'll
of
be
them have
waiting.
not yes, some have not sent their own. Hopefully by God's grace, I'll communicate their leader to help me reach out to them. All right, so let's call it a night. I hope
Alright.
you learned something. So
We are so grateful, man.
There's only that I learned something.
yeah,
Because of the accent. Because of the accent.
Not just that. I've not really been following up on the workshop.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
How much?
Thank you very much, man.
How much is the material?
I don't know, no, I go talk that one. Anything when I give you, I go collect. Because the book itself is 5K. That's what I sell to undergraduates. But online classes, now data, now the fuel, my everything. So, and sincerely, I still prefer the online course. But even if we come together, I'll still put them. There's no way I'll do this theory. Except if you want me to do it theory, you let me know. We'll do theory.
We don't want theory. It's practical we want, please.
So at least there's no way, even if we come for physical class, we'll use them and projectors because I don't know how to fix this kind of
Network
thing.
is really bad.
I don't know
This
how to
one is
fix
better.
I don't know how to fix it.
Oh,
So the book itself is 5K.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I tell to students. I'm not gonna add
Okay.
it, but if we add money for
logistics, no problem. Just tell the course rep. He knows what to do. No problem, man.
Ma, we'll drop by your office tomorrow and collect the book.
Yeah, I'm coming tomorrow too.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Because
No
of
problem.
data as well.
No problem. We'll pay.
The book is 5K.
No problem.
All right.
Okay, man. Good night, man.